students of class 9. In this video, we are going to start how we can remove, how can the impurities which are produced during preparation of hydrogen can be removed. Now, what are the impurities which may remain present along with hydrogen during its preparation? You see, these are the impurities: arsine, phosphine, hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, moisture, etc. And along with this, hydrogen gas is obtained. So you can say we are obtaining mixture of these, and we also want to obtain pure hydrogen. So it is necessary to remove all these impurities. First of all, to remove the impurity of arsine and phosphine, the mixture of these gases is passed through silver nitrate solution. When the mixture is passed through silver nitrate solution, then this solution will remove these impurities, will absorb these impurities. Now rest, to remove hydrogen sulfide, the mixture is passed through lead nitrate, and this lead nitrate is able to remove hydrogen sulfide. After that, to remove sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide, the solution mixture is passed through potash, that is a KOH solution, and this KOH solution is able to remove these two components from the mixture, that is carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide. After that, one component is left, that is known as moisture, and this moisture is removed by passing the mixture of hydrogen and moisture through anhydrous calcium chloride. And when this mixture is passed, then anhydrous calcium chloride will absorb all the moisture and dry hydrogen is obtained. In this way, we are able to remove the impurities which are present inside the mixture, and pure oxygen, pure hydrogen gas is obtained. Now, in this preparation of hydrogen gas, we do not use concentrated sulfuric acid, because this concentrated sulfuric acid, we do not use concentrated sulfuric acid also is dehydrating agent, but it is not used for the drying of hydrogen gas, because it combines with hydrogen to form it combines with hydrogen, and if it is combining with hydrogen, then the purpose cannot be solved, and this is the reason why it is we do not use concentrated sulfuric acid. We also do not use nitric acid even in its dilute form, because this nitric acid in its dilute form or concentrated form is highly oxidizing agent, powerful oxidizing agent, and when it will decompose, then oxygen which is produced, that will combine with hydrogen, giving rise to water. But our aim is to obtain hydrogen. If the produced hydrogen is converted into water, then our aim cannot be fulfilled. So we do not use nitric acid also. Now next, we are going to start manufacture of hydrogen by Bosch process. Manufacture of hydrogen by Bosch process. This process includes two steps. In first step, the steam is passed over red hot coke. The steam is passed over red hot coke. When steam is passed, then reaction will take place, and it will give rise to a mixture of carbon monoxide plus H2. Carbon monoxide plus H2. This mixture of carbon monoxide plus H2 is known as water gas. So in first step, water gas is produced, means when steam is passed over red hot coke, that reaction will take place and water gas is obtained. Now in second step, this water gas is mixed with steam. This water gas is mixed with steam, and this mixture is passed over ferric oxide, ferric oxide, that is Fe2O3, in presence of chromic oxide Cr2O3. Here, this ferric oxide acts as catalyst. Ferric oxide acts as catalyst, which will speed up the reaction, and this chromium oxide acts as promoter. So reaction will take place faster. Now, when this mixture of water gas and steam is passed through this ferric oxide and chromium oxide, then what will be the product? Carbon dioxide and plus hydrogen gas is produced. This reaction is exothermic. Now you are obtaining the mixture of carbon dioxide and hydrogen by this process. So, and it is our duty and it is our responsibility to separate carbon dioxide from here. To remove this carbon dioxide, this mixture is passed through. It is this after removal of carbon dioxide, we can obtain this hydrogen gas. Now, how can we separate this to remove carbon dioxide? The mixture is passed through potassium hydroxide solution, it also has caustic potash, and this potassium hydroxide solution or caustic potash has the property to absorb carbon dioxide. If carbon dioxide is absorbed, then only hydrogen is left, which will be collected. Now, next, one more process is there for the manufacture of hydrogen, and that is known as electrolysis. That is, we can manufacture hydrogen by electrolysis. And you know, pure hydrogen is bad conductor of electricity. To make it good conductor, we have to add a small quantity of acid. Suppose this one is acid, this one is pure water. Some acid is added, and such type of water is known as acidulated water or acidified water. Now, two electrodes are inserted inside, plus and minus, and these two electrodes are connected by means of battery. When switch is on, then current will pass, and these two, that is plus and minus. When switch is on, then electric current will pass, and due to passing of electric current, you see water is broken down into hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion. Due to passing of electric current, the water is split into hydrogen ion and hydroxyl ion. When four water molecules will be broken down, when four water molecules will be split, then they will give rise to 4 hydrogen ion and 4 hydroxyl ions. These hydrogen ions, only atoms gain positive charge when they donate electron. If these hydrogen ions are supplied by 4 electrons, then charge will be removed and they will convert in the form of 4 hydrogen atoms. These 4 hydrogen atoms will combine to give rise to hydrogen gas. Now, what is the case of hydrogen hydroxyl ion? These are the 4 hydroxyl ions. Negative charge is developed due to receive of electrons. If these are releasing their 4 electrons, then they will convert in the form of 4 neutral OH, and these 4 neutral OH will combine to give rise to H2 plus. So, in this electrolysis, 2 gases are obtained, hydrogen and oxygen. So, from one pole you can collect hydrogen, and on the other pole you can collect oxygen. This is known as electrolysis. So, by the process of electrolysis, we can also manufacture hydrogen gas. The advantage of this method is, along with hydrogen, we are also able to collect oxygen. Our main aim is to collect hydrogen, but along with this hydrogen, we can also collect oxygen. We can also produce oxygen. This is the advantage of this electrolysis. Now, last point. One more, not last point. One more point in this relation: occlusion. There are 2 terms, adsorption and absorption. Adsorption and absorption. In absorption, the materials which are absorbed, they go inside. But in case of adsorption, the materials which are collected, they do not go inside and they are collected on the surface of the substance. This attachment, this adhesion, this collection, this deposition of hydrogen on any substance, on the surface of substance, is known as adsorption. The collection of deposition of hydrogen on the surface of any substance is known as adsorption. And this adsorption of hydrogen is known as occlusion. The adsorption of hydrogen is known as occlusion. Okay.